Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy MB, ready to do the daily breakdown of the S&P 500 on the futures market. Today is Friday, April 26, 2024, and we had another pretty decent day in terms of price action. A couple of good setups you could have taken before noon, but ultimately no follow through to either the downside or the upside. So let me break it down for you, starting with this 1 hour chart. So yesterday after hours, Microsoft and Google had earnings, which obviously the market really liked because we had this nasty 30-point move to the upside. And then in the overnight session, we found this kind of support level at 19. So it looked like this bull flag was starting to form, but then it ended up failing and making a new low here. So it looked like we were going to retrace this whole news candle and maybe continue going to the downside. But then at 7:30 this morning, 1 hour before the open, we had news. And initially the market really liked it, from 19 to 40. It was like a 20-point move to the upside. But then it closed halfway to the bottom before kind of selling off. So like I said, it looked like we were going to start, forming lower lows and heading back down to the downside. But then at market open, the theme kind of switched, and we were supposed to reject this level and act as resistance. But then we ended up getting a close above it. It then started to act as support, and that's where we get our first play of the day, which is this bull flag. So we ended up getting a close above VWAP, and then we pulled back 50%. And then, like I said, it was above this level. So previous resistance, now acting as support. So from 13 to 30, it was a little over a 15-point move. And then from here, it became clear that we were probably going to retrace this whole news candle. And so one of two things will happen. We'll either retrace the whole news candle and then continue to sell off, or continue to go to the top and then, break out, which was kind of looking like the case because we were still forming this bull flag. It was just a really ugly looking bull flag. So then we ended up creating this demand zone right here. We bounced off the 9 moving average. We come up here, but we don't come to the very top of this candle. So even though we dropped like 10, 15 points, we still landed in this demand zone. And I felt like there was still room to the upside to target the top of this candle. And so that's where you get play number 2, an hour after market open. Right here from 25, it was a 10-point move in less than 20 minutes. And then that leads us into play number 3. We ended up breaking out of this resistance area. And so you want to see it act as support. But the next 5-minute candle came on pretty strong, and then we ended up closing below it. If I go to a 15-minute chart, it was a lot more clear. So we get this breakout, but then a nasty close below, and so this level is still acting as resistance. And so I ended up taking it short on this next 5-minute candle, and then it was a nice 10 points in 5 minutes, and lo and behold, we hit this demand zone one more time. So you honestly could have taken this trade another time. I actually did have a friend that took that trade. I didn't take it, but he took it, and so it was a nice 10-point move to the upside. And so we rejected this area again before ultimately breaking out. And I ended up taking it along here, but the reason I don't have this as play number 5 was because it didn't offer a 10-point move. I only scalped it for 5 points because, like I said, there was just no real fall through today. I didn't have too much confidence in it. And so I took my 5-point target. It goes up another 1 or 2 points, but still, like I said, no follow through. And then we kind of just hang out sideways for the rest of the day, get back below this area. And so now we're just kind of toying with this spot. It's really not doing anything in particular. And so we kind of just left flat on the day. So weird ending to the day, but a lot of good plays before noon today. So a lot of money that could have been made in the morning, and actually ended up taking a trade pre-market, which worked as well. So there was that, but I don't include pre-market trades. But now I'm talking too much. I'll catch you tomorrow when I do the breakdown of the best play of the entire week. I love you.